Hello, prospective homeowners. It's Yvonne Hunt, and I am here to talk to you about yet another down payment assistance program. This one is Georgia Dream, and Georgia Dream has changed since I started doing real estate 18 years ago. Now we have three different versions and not one size fits all. So I'm here to do a quick overview of Georgia Dream's three different programs. So it has many options, and it's important that you understand the different options so that you can make sure that you know which one fits you best. So let's talk first about the different down payment assistance amounts. With Georgia Dream, you can qualify to get down payment assistance in the amounts of $5,000 and up to $12,500 in down payment assistance. It depends on a couple of factors. One is it depends on the price of the home. So you get a percentage of the price of the home. Um, or it also depends on whether or not you are a first responder or a teacher or a policeman. So if you're in one of those professions, you might qualify for it a little bit more. Let's talk about what it is. The down payment assistance program that Georgia Dream offers is a 0% interest, and it is a silent second mortgage. Now, you will never have to make a payment on that, and you do not have to repay it unless you sell your home or your home is refinanced or it no longer becomes your primary residence and you make it a rental property. So a lot of people forget and then they sell their home, and guess what? They have to repay the amount of down payment assistance that they received when they purchased the home right there at the closing table. So don't forget, because trust me, the Department of Community Affairs that granted you the down payment assistance in the first place will not forget. And also, if you rent that property, um, you will have to pay that money back. So it's very important that you keep those two things in mind. So, home buyers, there are three different versions. There's the traditional Georgia Dream, which has been around since Georgia Dream started, right? And then there's the Peach Plus option, and there's the Peach Select Veterans Assistance, which we're going to go through and talk about each one in turn. So, traditional Georgia Dream is the program that targets first time home buyers. The maximum home sales price is up to $425,000, which is great because that's above the average home sales price in Metro Atlanta. The maximum income limit is $120,439,000, and that's for a 1 to 2 person home. Now, if you have three or more persons in your home, you can make up to 138,505. Now, both of those are well above the average median income for Metro Atlanta. I think that's like 120% of the average median income. And that differs from your regular down payment assistance program where they are targeting low to moderately low income families. And what that means is that you would have to be below the average median income, which I believe is around $80,000 in Metro Atlanta. So these programs target families that are above the average median income. So that's pretty significant here in Atlanta. These programs are very generous in their maximum income limit. Another thing that's different about Georgia Dream than back when I first started selling real estate 18 years ago is that the interest rate is determined by the market rate. Um, Used to be that Georgia Dream's interest rate was slightly higher than the market rate, but market rate was a lot lower back then too. So the interest rate is the same as the market rate, which is significant. And they're saying here down payment assistance options are available. And the reason this keeps popping up, you'll see in the next program that it'll pop up again, is because not all the Georgia Dream programs offer down payment assistance. That's why that's there. So You're probably wondering, why is that even there? It's a down payment assistance program, right? Well, yes, it is in most cases. So let's talk about Peach Plus. The program targets qualified buyers or borrowers that are not currently served by the traditional Georgia Dream program. Well, what does that mean? What that means is you do not have to be a first-time home buyer. The first-time home buyer requirement in this case is waived for this program. Yay! So, maximum home sales price is what? It's up to $525,000. Yes, you can buy a $500,000 house and get down payment assistance. Wow. Well, back in the day, I say back in the day as in 20 years ago, a $500,000 house in the state of Georgia was a mansion. Okay. Here now, prices of homes have escalated to the point where $525,000 is not that, it's not that anymore. It's not a mansion, right? But you can still buy a $500,000 house and get down payment assistance, right? So, of course, along with that, the maximum income limits have increased also, right? So, in order to afford a $500,000 house, obviously you're going to have more income. So, the income limits again are increased. They're generous. A 1 to 2 person household can make up to $180,659. Wow. A 3 or more person household can make over $200,000. 207,758 is the income limit for a 3 or more person household with Peach Plus. That is amazing. And the interest rate again is determined by the market rate. So Peach Plus is a great program. You don't have to be a first-time home buyer. You can buy a house that's over $500,000, right? And the income limits are very, very generous. And of course, it is a down payment assistance program. So this program is amazing. Georgia is really, really trying to foster home ownership for all income levels. I think that's just amazing. Georgia is a great place to live. So let's talk about the Peach Select Veterans Assistance. It's just another way that Georgia really tries to thank its veterans for their service. Let's talk about the features and benefits. First of all, again, the first-time home buyer requirement is waived for this program. The maximum home sales price is up to $425,000. The maximum income limits, again, are very generous. 1 to 2 person household, you can make up to $124,39. 3 or more person household can make up to $138,505. Here's the benefit for veterans. The initial interest rate is set to 5%. That is significantly lower than the market rate. Now, here no down payment assistance is offered because veterans have the VA loan benefit. VA loans do not require a down payment. That's why no down payment assistance is offered with this program. The big benefit here is the 5% interest rate. Actually, I think it's 4.99. But whatever, we're not splitting hairs here. The fact of the matter is veterans get a lower interest rate. That's the big benefit with Peach Select Veterans Assistance. I've had veterans tell me that they moved to Georgia from the Midwest, from the Northeast, because of the benefits that Georgia offers its veterans. For example, one of the benefits is that if you are a disabled vet, say you are a 100% disabled vet, and you move to Georgia and you own a home here, you do not pay property taxes. If you are a 50% disabled vet, you pay only 50% property taxes. That's one of the many benefits that Georgia has for its veterans and our way of thanking veterans for their service. My husband is a native of Georgia and a veteran. My son is a active duty military. So I'm so pleased and proud that the state of Georgia honors them in that way. I am from California, right? I am not a native of Georgia, but again, I am very pleased that Georgia honors its veterans that way. Um, I'm not even aware of what California does. So, how do I qualify for these awesome programs, right? Getting qualified is easy. Below this video, is a description, and there is a link in that description. Click on that link. Answer the questions in the survey. The survey will have questions like, where do you want to live? What's your name? What's your email address? What's your phone number? What's your income? What's your family size? Are you a Native American? Are you disabled? Is there a family member in your household who is disabled? I think they do ask about income because that's a key, and things of that nature. Once you finish the survey, hit submit, and you will receive an email with the programs that you may qualify for. There'll probably be more than one. If you've seen any of my other down payment assistance videos, I said there's 101 programs in Georgia for down payment assistance. I actually read that whole list, and some of them are repeated on there just by a different name. And then when I really assessed them, there are actually 79 programs that are federal, state, or city funded. But there are also privately funded programs that are not on that list that are sponsored by banks and other lending institutions. So I'm sure there are well over 100 programs. You have got to qualify for something, especially given the generosity of the income limits. There's got to be something out there that you qualify for. So at least give it a shot. Click on that link and see what happens. Once you click on that link, again, you'll get an email. It'll tell you what programs you may qualify for. That email will also be duplicated. If a different version comes to me, I will have slightly more information. I'll have your information and the programs that you qualify for, as well as the lenders that have gone through the programs and are certified to help you with those programs. And we will put you two together and see what we can come up with to get you through the programs. So definitely click on the link and let's see what we can make happen for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you have additional questions, feel free to give me a call or a text. My number is below. It is 404-587-5661. You can also email me at yvonnejhunt@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment below. Quickest way to get to me is to call or text me. You may also leave me a voicemail message if you call me and don't get me. I do check my voicemail, but a text is more efficient because it is a reminder to give you a call. If you click on the link, I get an email. I always get to those emails pretty quickly. Unless it's a Sunday, you may not hear from me until Monday. Now, if you click on that link in the middle of the night, which a lot of people do because they're out there looking for down payment assistance in the middle of the night, that's cool. Don't expect a call at 1 in the morning. One, that's rude, and two, I'm asleep. I will call you the next morning, though, I promise. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to helping you find your home and the right down payment assistance program. I so appreciate you, and I look forward to helping you find your dream home. So thank you. Thank you so much, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.